The Goleta Slough is a beautiful and historic slough that is located in between the Goleta Airport and UCSB. The slough has a rich history that predates the settlers arriving to the Americas. The Chumash people, as well as groups that predated them, lived on the area around the slough. At the time, it used to be a large body of water where natives used to live on and around the slough in order to fish and hunt. Steelhead salmon used to fill the waterways as they swam up the 9 streams that fed into the slough from the mountains. In this documentary, I will try to answer the question of how much has changed in the last couple of centuries, as well as what type of species now call this place home. In this day, it must be hard to visualize how big the slough was because of how little water there is in it, but all the green grass you see there used to be filled with water. The water used to reach up as high as Highway 101 and barely licked where Old Town Goleta is, as well as past the target. Knowing this information, it's no question why the Chumash and civilizations before them chose to live in this area. The large area of water would have attracted many different species of fish, birds, deers, and other sorts of prey, as well as the plants that they harvested for food and their uses for homes, nets, canoes, and things of that nature. This map gives a better image of the size of the slough and how far-reaching it was. If you look at the picture, you're able to make out an island in the middle of the water. This island was called Mexlictan Island, and is where many of the natives lived. In 1552, the Spanish first steered by the island, but only went on to bury their captain. The island was not seen again until an expedition came by land in 1769. In this picture, you can see what's left of Mexlictan Island, which would eventually be chipped away in order to build an airport in 1928, and during World War II, more of it would be chipped away in order to use the dirt to fill in the slough in order to build a military base and a bigger airport. In 1983, the Fish and Wildlife Commission labeled the Goleta Slough an ecological reserve. The slough is made up of a couple different habitat types: palustrine wetlands, estuarine, and riverine, with many native species that call this place home. Animals like herons, raptors, raccoons, skunks, ducks, shorebirds, snakes, mice, voles, and a bunch of different invertebrates all live in this area. It is also home to native plants like the California blackberry, California hummingbird, sage, toyo, coyote brush, California poppies, hollyleaf cherry, and purple nightshade. While out filming, I saw what I believe to be a sharp-shined hawk, which is a rare species that lives in this area, and it was posted on top of a camera. I also saw these little ducks, and I didn't know what species they were, but they possibly were mallard, northern shoveler, northern pintail, or an American widgeon. This was my favorite clip of the day. I saw what I believe to be a great blue heron posted on a little tiny island, and I was able to record it flying away. In this clip, you're able to see a green heron, which is a species similar to the great blue heron. Both live in and around water in order to hunt for little fish and insects. Here you see some birds that live around the slough. I believe them to be pigeons, and this just goes to show how important and valuable the slough is right now to different species that live there. Even though the slough isn't as big as it used to be, many species still call this place home. One thing that could help the slough was the return of tidal flow into it, which would in turn fill up the slough more with water and allow species to go from the slough to the ocean. The only problem is the airport doesn't want that to happen because the big birds scare pilots because they don't want to hit them while they're flying. Therefore, they drain out the slough every couple months, which hurts the slough in the long run. Throughout its history, the Goleta Slough has been damaged by humans, but hopefully in the future, humans will be able to help make the slough what it once used to be.